Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Penne for Your Thoughts, the podcast where we talk about all things, everything's on our brain, and sometimes we eat pasta. My name is Gordon Ramsay, and I'm here with my
I'm Guy.
host,
Oh, sorry. I'm Guy Fieri.
and Guy Fieri is very excited. But, um,
I'm not very excited. Normally, you don't say I'm here with my host. Normally, you just pause and then I say who I am.
I know I'm flying on cloud nine because I'll talk about it at the end because it's part of my obsession as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
two things as to why I wanted to say why we have pro chefs here. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about today, only this
Nope.
intro segment. But one, I'm eating pasta for the first time in forever. I have, I believe it's called ditalini or like mini macaroni essentially. It's like if you cut up a straw. And then it's a recipe I found on Instagram Reels. And it's essentially you brown sausage, like Italian sausage in a pan, and then brown an onion, and then toast your pasta in your thing, dump a whole thing of beef broth, and then stir in some cream and as much Parmesan as you want at the very end. And then you have a delicious pasta. And I've been eating it for days.
That
Um,
sounds delicious.
it is pretty good. The sausage is a little too spicy for me, but that's okay. Even though it's Italian mild. I digress. Um, anyways, second reason is because guess who's going to Vegas again?
Woo!
Woohoo! And I
Woo!
got reservations at Hell's Kitchen and Gordon Ramsay's Burger. I am very excited. Um, I'm going with my situationship. M's face was flabbergasted. Her flabbers were gasted, dare I say.
Don't you dare talk about my flabbers. What the
But
fuck?
we're going to do that. We're going to the Real Bodies exhibit over at the Horseshoe. We're also going to a Mega Mart. So, places I've never been in Vegas. I have been to like two other Gordon Ramsay restaurants, but this is the first time of Burger and Hell's Kitchen. I know, I'm sorry. Just like get on my level. Em made a face that was mocking me, so I'm
Well,
sorry.
I went to Gordon Ramsay. You know where I went to last night? Panda of the Express, okay?
Listen, that sounds fire.
It was
A-
delicious.
And Panda Express, don't knock it. It is one of the better fast food, like IMO. But sorry for being
No. Bougie?
not bougie, but like my situationship, he got a big promotion and now works at the university instead of the community college. Um, so he was like, "Hey, I want to splurge with you. I've never been to Vegas when I've above the age of 8 and you're the Vegas pro." And so I was like, "Yes, I am." And so I think we were both manic when we planned it. But it's what it is. Anyways, so that's my life. Anything to report from you, Em?
Gonna make pasta later when Hunter gets
Ooh.
home. Uh, I'm at my brand new dining table. Hunter did not get a big promotion, but he got a big payout from his job. So we were
Woohoo.
able to buy this dining table and buy Panda Express. Normally we have to pick one or the other.
Mm.
We were able to get both. Um,
What sort of
and we're
pasta are you gonna make?
I don't know yet. We're doing a pink sauce. That's all I know.
Mmm.
Cause I've been craving it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't know what type of pasta yet. We have a ton of pasta in our pantry because I like to stockpile.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know which one yet. It's either protein, penne, or fettuccine.
Mm.
It'll depend on what he's feeling because he's gonna make it. He doesn't know this yet. He will be making the pasta because I don't want to. I'm painting.
Real.
Um, I started a garden. I don't know if I told you. I have a little
Mm.
garden going.
Slay.
I'm painting. The audience can't see them, but they're these little planter boxes. My grandma got like 8 of them, and she asked if I
Cute.
wanted some. So I have 2 of them, and I'm gonna paint them to put flowers in. I have
Oh
a
my God.
what?
Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, you're
Do you
good.
know what I got because of you?
What?
A diamond painting. I have a
They're so
diamond
fun.
painting, and Sammy spilled all the gems, and I kind of rage quit. And so it's just on my floor right now before I need to like mentally deal with it. And I also got a color by number. And I was like,
Ooh.
M would want this for me. So, anyways, I'm entering my granny hobbies. Continue.
I love my granny hobbies. I'm gonna start crocheting again.
Mm.
Where did we go? We went. Oh my gosh, my family had a pool party on Friday, and I almost took my crocheting, and I was gonna crochet there. I didn't, but I
Mm.
almost did, because I was like, "Ugh, I don't really want to. Like, I was gonna go swimming, but I didn't want to be out there the whole time, and I was like, what
Yeah.
if I just like bring my crochet? I didn't bring crocheting, but I
Oh,
almost
you should
did.
have.
I didn't want them to think I was too much of a grandma, but I'm in my grandma era with my little garden. Oh my gosh. I pulled the worst practical joke ever on my parents, and I think they wanted to kill me, but I thought it was hilarious, so it's fine. We were outside. Oh, my sister promoted, woo, or
Woo!
graduated, whatever, woo. We were outside waiting to go in to her promotion, and I looked at Hunter, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And he goes, don't you dare, you're gonna give him a heart attack. I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. And my stepmom was like, do what? What are you gonna do? And I looked at her, and I went, you guys are gonna be grandparents. And I just sat there, and I stared at them, and her mouth dropped, and my dad was looking at his phone. He just looked up and stared at me, and I like looked at Hunter, and I was like, what? We're getting a cat. But I let it sit. I let it settle. I just like let it sit.
Yeah,
Just
like
like stared at
obviously you
them.
weren't talking about a human. Duh, they
I
should
know.
have known
I like
better.
made it very like what do you mean? Like we're but what's worse is when I said it, I was holding my stomach. I like really made it seem like it was a kid. But my stepmom was like, "Oh my God, like you scared me so bad. Like don't do that. I can't believe that." And then she goes, "But what kind of cat?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know yet. We're still 2 months out, but we will be having a cat eventually."
Aw, so
We have to
exciting.
buy a desk and a TV, and then Hunter told me we can get a cat. So.
That's a fair order of events.
But then I proceeded to pull that joke on several other people. I would
As
walk
you
up and
should.
be like, "Oh my gosh, like, did you know we're like you guys are gonna be blank?" And I'd be like, "Oh, cause we're getting like, ow, oh, sorry, I kicked my table."
That's okay. I heard that.
I'm
Like,
like
kicked your
still
mic.
learning. Well, so it's a bar table, so it has like a put for a spot for your feet, and I'm still learning where that is. So.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I went up to my grandparents, and I was like, "Did you guys know you guys are gonna be great grandparents?" And my grandpa goes, "Well, you have plants. I thought we already were your great grandparents because they consider my plants my children."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, no, no, like really?" And he like looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting a cat." And he goes, "Oh, okay, I figured." And I was like, "What the? You weren't shocked?" And he goes, "No." He goes, he didn't say like you kids, but like the sentiment was there of like you children. What? So, yeah, that's what's new with me.
Nice. Sorry, I stood up for a second and I didn't want you to see my ass because I'm in very short shorts, but I needed lotion for my tat.
It's okay.
Have I shown you it? I've probably
Yeah.
sent you pictures. Oh, yeah, okay.
I think in the
I'm
last
so in
episode
love.
you asked the same thing.
Oh, sorry. My
No, it's okay.
brain is not in its right place. But, anyways, sorry to interrupt you. Was that
I
all?
forgot what I was gonna say.
Your great grandparents and the cat, or they thought it was the
My
plants?
my grandparents. They're not great grandparents. They're just going to be when I get a cat.
Real. Okay.
Yeah.
You should have pranked me. Been like, we're expecting.
Well, I thought about it, but I was like, I think it's funnier if you get to laugh at the joke with me than me joking, like pranking you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'd feel bad if you got actually excited and then I had to be like, no, it's a cat. Like, my family, I wouldn't feel bad. I'd be like, what would you expect from me? But like, I genuinely would feel bad.
I'm
If
still
I was
excited
like,
that you're getting a cat.
I'm so
Like,
excited. We're getting a kitten, I think. I hope.
little
I want a baby.
baby. I am
want a
coming to visit, you best believe.
I want a little just baby like that.
Bet.
But
All
the
right.
shelters, it's kitten season, guys. Don't adopt kittens from shelters, adopt old pets, but it's kitten season.
Yeah. So I you just chose this quiz?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the title is Pick Your Favorite Disney Avenger. Nope. Pick your Disney. No, sorry, hold on. Pick your favorite Disney character and will reveal which Avenger matches your personality.
I thought
So
we learned like a while ago when I pick quizzes, they have nothing to do with the episode.
I thought I learned that, but I guess I didn't.
You were the one who started like actually picking them based off the episode. I have
Hmm.
always just been like, ooh, I like that one.
Listen, it's been a minute since
I
we've
know.
recorded. It's
You
literally
took
been a
away my
week.
job.
I know. I feel like we really lost the groove with graduation and shit. I lost my shit. Anyways, choose a princess. We have Aurora, Rapunzel, Belle, Ariel, Jasmine, and Tiana via Disney. Um, it literally says that. I'm gonna go Ariel. She's always been my fave.
Hmm. I'm gonna go Tiana. I have two of my favorites on there, so it's hard to pick. Choose a partner in crime. There's Bambi, Stitch, Pascal, Dumbo, Flounder, and Simba.
I don't know. Honestly, Pascal
I
kind
feel
of
like.
he
Sorry, go
resonates
ahead.
with me. No, he just resonates with me. He's a sassy little creature, and so am I.
He's like Sammy.
He really is.
I feel like three of those are not technically partners in crime, but that's fine.
Which, wait,
Uh,
elaborate.
I would not count Dumbo as a partner in crime when he is the title character of the movie. Same thing with
Same with
Bambi.
Bambi. Yeah.
And then I feel like Simba isn't the partner in crime, but he has partners in crime.
I feel like same with Stitch.
I feel like
Like he is the crime.
but that's why I think he could be partner in crime because Lilo, like,
Mm.
you know, and Stitch. Also, apparently that live action horrible, according
Oh,
to sources.
yeah, I've heard whack things about it.
I'm still gonna see it, but apparently.
Yeah, we'll report back. Oh my God,
Yeah.
we should do a new media review because I don't think we've talked about the Minecraft movie. Have you seen that yet? I saw it. I have thoughts.
I have thoughts. Maybe that'll be the new segment. Instead of what that dog do, it's media review time. You get to review one piece of media.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna make it happen, guys. Don't worry. Anyways, I'm gonna pick Stitch.
Okay. I was like, it could be a whole nother episode because that's how we started.
Yeah, but I think it'd be fun to like also make it like a segment. Like you get a 2-sentence review on a movie.
Mm.
Maybe don't limit me to 2 sentences.
Because I was like, that's hard. 2 sentences. Like, we like to yap about movies.
But I think it could be an episode, and it also could be a fun little segment. Because then the segment could be any media that whether you've seen it or I've seen it. Just like, hey, I've been really wanting to talk about my thoughts on this very random thing.
Okay, we'll discuss. We'll discuss further later. Anyways, choose a love interest. Oh my God, this is really testing my knowledge of how much I know them by. I think his name's Adam.
Yes.
Okay, so we have Adam, who's the beast, but in human form. Uh, Shang Li.
Mm-hmm. Or
Shang
just
Li.
Shang.
Shang. We have Flynn Rider. They always get his nose wrong. I think that's just Prince Charming, or is it just like Joshua or
No,
something?
Prince Philip. Prince Charming's for Cinderella. Lots of Prince
I thought they
Philip
were
for
all
Aurora.
Prince Charming until like
No.
2005.
So that's Prince Philip. Prince Charming is Cinderella, and then Prince Florian is Snow White.
Oh, the more you know. And then we have Prince Naveen. I know that one. And then we have Aladdin.
Aladdin. Prince Naveen and Aladdin. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Prince Naveen. He's fine.
I'm gonna go
Fine.
Flynn Rider.
Flynn Rider is also fine. Choose a male character. The dad from Mulan, the dad from Beauty and the Beast. Oh shoot, the dad from this
Sleeping
is
Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Thank you. So embarrassing. We have King Triton, the dad from Little Mermaid. Oh no, I know he's from Aladdin. He's the bad guy in Aladdin. He's not a dad. Iago's his sidekick, Jafar. And then we have the genie from Aladdin.
I'm kind of pressed that you don't know Belle's dad's name.
Is it Papa?
No, it's Maurice.
I thought Maurice was the little thing in Madagascar. Maurice, I cannot move it, move
That's
it.
Mort. I also don't know if you know this, but in media, two things can have the same name.
Are you serious? It's more.
Yeah.
Oh
More
my
than
god.
move it. Belle's dad's name is Maurice, because that's why Gaston goes crazy old Maurice. Like, that's why they call him. What did
Oh.
you think they were saying? Crazy old Papa? Like,
Crazy old pop. I don't know. Crazy Christopher? I don't know. I don't have the movies memorized from the back of my hand, and it's
I
also been so long since I've seen them.
I babysit, and I worked at a daycare, and these are played all the time.
Real. And you're like a Disney adult, which like I
I'm
aspire
not a
to be.
Disney adult.
I
Disney
feel
adults
like
have Disney paraphernalia in their house. The only paraphernalia I have are the two pictures behind me. For context, I have an original 1978 Star Wars print that does not have, it's not a poster print, it's just a print of the poster. And then I have my favorite scene from Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey.
slay.
That's
I
it
don't know.
on this wall.
I think I don't know. Just your like knowledge and love for Disneyland. I
I'm
don't know.
autistic. Like, that's where the knowledge comes from.
But
Sorry.
like your love for Disneyland, like you get so
I
excited whenever
do.
you go for your family, and so I always just classify you as like a mild Disney adult.
I appreciate that. I classify myself as an adult who likes Disney because I refuse to have Disney paraphernalia in my house because to me that's a little weird.
Real, that's valid. I know a Disney
So,
adult. It's a lot. But okay.
yeah.
Anyways, choosing a male character. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
choose I'm between two.
I want Triton.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Maurice. To choose a mother.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Sierra. Who are all these moms?
They're all dead. Most of
No,
them.
they're not.
Cinderella's mom is dead.
Where do you see Cinderella's mother?
The first one, this one. Uh-oh.
Have you seen Peter Pan?
Oh, not
That's
in
Mrs.
yours.
Darling.
Okay, so anyways, this is Mrs. Darling.
She's not dead.
She's not dead. These are all very much alive. These are evil. Some of them are evil stepmothers. Then we have Tiana's mom. Then we have the evil stepmom from Cinderella,
Lady
then we-
Tremaine.
Lady Tremaine, and then we have Mrs. Rapunzel,
I actually don't know her name. I don't think she has one.
and then we have the the kidnapper from Rapunzel. I can't remember her name.
Mother Gothel. I'm
Mother
embarrassed
Gothel.
now that I know these.
And
I hang
then
out with a lot of little kids.
that's
Not in a
okay.
weird way. I babysit.
I don't know the last one.
It's from Sleeping Beauty. It's her mom.
Her mom died.
I think. I don't. I think depending on which one you watch, her mom dies. But I don't think she's like dead.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm gonna go with Eudora, who's Tiana's mom.
I'm gonna go with Rapunzel's mom, Mrs. Rapunzel. Who's a young teen boy character? We have Heracles, Peter Pan, Gustav, Tarzan, Cusco,
Mm-hmm.
and Liam.
No, that's. I think that's Michael from Peter Pan. Michael Darling.
I thought Michael had the glasses.
I thought John had the glasses.
Oh no, John does have glasses.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go Kristoff.
I'm gonna go Tarzan. Because that sounds fun.
Bro, off topic, but why did Phil Collins go so hard on the Tarzan soundtrack? Like,
I actually think it's something where like he got really inspired because I think around that time he had his daughter. So he was like, I want to make songs that could be lullabies for her. But then he was like, nah, I'm going to actually make like Academy Award winning shit.
okay. Because I was like, I want to know, will you show me? Is not
We're
a
gonna get
lullaby.
copywritten.
It was less than 30 seconds. We're fine. Plus, they don't give a shit about us. They don't know who we are. They don't know about us. Watch, this is the episode that blows up. Anyway, if I edit it.
If it sees the light of day, at this point, we're just doing it for fun.
I will edit them. My goal is to get all the episodes out, or at least 2 of the episodes out, 2 out of 4, before I go to Vegas. Because tomorrow, I'm only
That's a
helping my
good goal.
right? Because I'm like, I feel like I'll do 2 of them before I go, and then 2 of them when I come back that Sunday. Anyways, choose a young teen girl character. We have Anna, Elsa, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Tinkerbell, Anastasia and Drizella,
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know that little girl's name. Oh, Tiger Lily.
Mhm.
Okay, slay. I'm gonna choose Anastasia and Gisela. I've always loved them.
Tinkerbell.
Oh, I love Tinkerbell too. I have so many Tinkerbell pins on my lanyard. Mm, I need to get that. Okay. Drum roll. Ooh,
Oh, sick. We're a duo.
we are. You wanna read yours first?
Do I
Oh,
have?
just kidding.
I don't. There's nothing to
There's
read. Here, I'll read this picture. So it's Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton as Hawkeye, pointing an explosive arrow with Ant-Man on it. Actually, Ant-Man's on the arrow. At the camera. You wanna read yours?
So I got Scarlett Johansson playing Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. Her black bodysuit is unzipped a little bit. We can see a little bit of her boob. Um, I guess that's the personality I got. You know what's crazy is in middle school, there was like a set of Black Widow books that essentially the Black Widow movie was based off of, and it's Natasha Romanoff's upbringing and her story and stuff. And I read those books, and in those books there was Russian. And so I was telling everyone, I speak Russian. I knew like 12 words from these books. And so I'm cringing at that, but I am obsessed with Black Widow. I used to know the karate sequence from the Black Widow movie, like when she's training the girls and stuff, um, to be assassins, like at the very end. Great movie, BT Dubs, if you haven't seen it. So good. At least in my opinion. Anyway, sorry. That's the quiz. I didn't know how to transition.
Okay, guys. We're doing another Reddit episode because I was told to find my favorite subreddits because I am the Redditor.
Yes, so last week, I'll try and make these come out in order. But last week we did Am I the Asshole? AITA, which was super fun, and I love doing them. And so now, I put in control of this podcast. So Lord knows what we're going to get into, folks. So strap in, buckle up, and strap on.
Don't strap anything on. Anyways, so with this, some of my favorite subreddits you have to like see, and I didn't know how to make that work since we're over here like this. So I'm gonna figure it out for a different Reddit episode. But these are some of the subreddits I frequent and I listen to people talk about a lot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read these to you. I'm not gonna do like what we did, go back and forth. I'll just read them. We have no ad reads because I have a lot. Because I had fun finding some of these.
Okay.
Some of them I know, which is why I'm just gonna read it because I
Okay.
have read some of them. Unfortunately, I grabbed my favorite stories.
Also, I'm going to turn your camera off and on real quick because you're frozen. Okay. Okay. Now you're not. Okay, slay. Anyways.
The first subreddit is Am I the Devil? Which, yeah. So basically, it's like a collective subreddit where people will post from Am I the Asshole? Would I be the asshole? Like relationship. Like they'll post from other subreddits onto here, basically being like, this person is a horrible person. Like this is the worst.
So it's worse than Am I the Asshole?
Yes.
Okay.
90% of the time when people are like, am I the asshole? Everyone on Am I the Devil is like, yes, of course you are. Like,
Oh,
it's
no.
bad.
Okay.
So I have two stories from here. The first one is called, I Want Another Baby. Husband Says No. I, 37, female, and husband, 42, male, are in a disagreement regarding having more children. Background. We've been together for 8 years. He has 4 children from a previous marriage, and we have 2 children together, so 6 children total. We have the kids full time, and their ages are 18, 17, 14, 10, 5, and 2. The 18-year-old is off at school, and the 17-year-old will be leaving for college next year. I feel sad literally every day. I cry most days because I know he does not want another child. I've brought it up a few times, and he's immediately shut it down with just no. Why is it just no? Why does he shut it down? I told him that I'm sad every day and that it isn't fair, and he just gets to say no, and his no trumps my yes. He said he doesn't know what to do and that he's willing to go to therapy. When I ask him why he doesn't want any more kids, his answer isn't finances or a bigger car or enough bedrooms, etc. It's that he's too old and he's tired. When I'm asked why do I want another, I tell him I feel incomplete. My desire is so strong, and it pains me daily knowing I won't get another, and that our youngest isn't even 2 yet, so what's the big deal? We still have babies. It's not like everyone is grown and I'm asking him to start over. I also feel like having a child is giving something versus not having one is taking something away. I'm willing to go to counseling, but I'm not sure that I will achieve or what that will achieve. We want different things. I feel so slighted. I take care of his 4 from his first marriage and love them and give them everything, and I put I put in all the work and effort, and I feel like I'm being punished because 6 kids is a lot, so 7 would be insane. But his first 4 have a mom. Will never have that type of bond/relationship because they don't come from me. Having kids of your own is different no matter how hard you try and make it make sense. I feel empty and sad and hopeless, but my husband says it's human nature to want to procreate, so he believes I'll never feel full or I'll never feel like I'm done, but I disagree with that statement. Reddit, what should I do?
Lot to unpack here.
Started out with a bang. I have read this one before. I know what the comments say, and they're kind of funny.
Okay. So am I trying to decide if the husband's the devil?
So it's posted on there because everyone is in agreement about the OP, the original poster.
Okay.
So you can assume if they're on Am I the Devil, everyone is like, you're an asshole. Like, why would you want that? So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Reddit? Do you think it shouldn't have been posted on Am I the Devil?
I don't know. It's tricky because it's like, I don't think this is a devil-like situation. Um, I can see her point in her wanting more kids of her own, but they have 6 children together. So that's a lot. Like, even just hearing my mom talk about triplets, that's a lot. So I can see like she wants more of her own, but she already has 6, and then she's gonna have 2 under 2, which is like that's a little crazy in itself. But a lot of parents do it. Um, but also, I think the husband is he's not all in the wrong. I think he's slightly an issue here, because he's not communicating. And so I think like she did brought up like therapy or counseling or something like that. I think going to couples counseling or couples therapy might be able to get him to find a reason and to kind of give to her, because if it is finances, if it is like energy or whatever it is, not just old tired, that's kind of a lame answer. um I think there's a really big communication block for whatever reason between the two, and they need to talk it out. um but I don't think it's devilish of her or something to want more kids. However, I do think it's not super nice of her to try and force or coerce her husband into having more kids when he's already said no. And I feel like she's low key guilting him for it, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Very sticky situation here.
He did say he's willing to go. She was the one who said, I don't think that's going to fix anything.
Oh, okay.
So he said, he said he doesn't know what to do and that he's willing to go to therapy. And then she says she's willing to go to counseling, but she's not sure what it'll achieve.
I think it'll achieve some common ground or just better understanding for each other. Like, and if they're both willing to go, they should just go.
I agree. Everyone on Reddit said she is the devil because she is essentially guilt tripping him by saying like, I cry every day, I don't feel complete.
Oh, I forgot she said that. And that's an asshole move.
Yeah.
That's so guilting him.
And a lot of Reddit was like, you're past your prime. You're 37. Technically, you shouldn't have even been able to get pregnant with a 2-year-old. So like, be lucky you have what you have.
That's not incorrect. Yikes.
And I think someone was doing the math and they were like, by the time your 2-year-old is in college, you'll be in your like 60s. Like it's not fair to have another kid. And she was like, she did come, I did go to her original post, and she did come in the comments a little swinging, being like, I just wanted support, but also you're talking to strangers on the internet.
Yeah, no, it's a 50-50 chance that people are going to hate you or support you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd be interested to think like what her mom thinks and then what her mother-in-law thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want to know. Like should they have more kids? But I'm like 6 is so much. It would be different if it was like um they only had shared custody of the oldest 4.
Yeah,
But since they have full custody, that kind of changes it for me.
for sure.
Mm.
Okay, next one. Are you ready to
Okay.
move on?
So ready.
Same subreddit, but this one is pulled from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for considering leaving my Latina girlfriend after what I heard her family say?
Okay, throwing in the Latina, that makes me a little interested.
Mm-hmm. I'm a 29-year-old man. For
Ugh,
2 years,
sorry. Sorry, I just got done with a 29-year-old man. That's why I got that ick. Anyways, so sorry. I'll mute myself.
I'm a 29-year-old man. For 2 years, I had a long-distance relationship with Diana, who's 26. She's from South Africa and is very beautiful. So beautiful she could be a model. I'm from Europe and not very handsome. She moved to my country a few months ago. Diana helps with the cooking and cleaning, and she works and contributes money for our expenses, but I let her live in my house for free. I recently went to her country because I was thinking about proposing to her, and her family made comments today that made me uncomfortable. Her aunt told me, Diana finally got a foreigner like she wanted, and her other family members continued making comments like that. They always make these comments when she wasn't listening. I got confused because my Spanish isn't good, but sometimes they even said them in English. Honestly, I feel used, and I already want to return to my country. I'm considering leaving her because I feel like she's using me. Even though she can't get citizenship by marrying me, it would make things easier for her. I don't want to talk to her because I feel pathetic. She's very pretty, and I often wonder why she's dating me, and now I doubt myself even more. I know her family isn't entirely trustworthy because Diana's father cheated on Diana's mother for years. The father even had a child with the mistress, and her family covered for him. So I don't know how true her words are, but I can't help but feel insecure. I feel humiliated, alone, and in a country I don't know. I don't want to talk to my friends and family, because I'm so ashamed. So I'm looking for advice. Am I the asshole?
I don't think he's the asshole. I think he's a coward. Um, because such a big part of a relationship is being able to communicate. Once again, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like communication is such a big issue, and it is. And just because she's pretty, she's beautiful, you think she's out of her league, that doesn't give you an excuse to not talk to her about this. Like, if it is truly bothering you, you have to say something, or else it's just gonna continue to fester, and gonna end up hating her. Anyways,
I agree. Reddit said that he is the asshole. Reddit was saying he's the asshole because
please explain.
um, he's giving like, what was it? They were like, you're giving neckbeard behavior, like the guys who hide, because he's like, well, she's gorgeous, and I'm not actually very handsome. Like I'm not as pretty as she is, so
Yeah.
I feel like she's just using me, and it's like, dude, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, and I can see that. Yeah, I can see how he's sort of like, what is it? Not victim blaming, but like he is the victim. Or
Yeah,
like being like, "Ugh,
victimizing.
I'm the victim, woe is me."
Hmm.
It's like, it either is, like, I didn't take that way until you had said something, but I was like, hmm.
There was a
Huh.
comment, and it made me laugh, and it was like, obviously, you've never been around like Hispanic people at all, because that's just like a standard comment. Like,
No,
that's just
truly.
like not even the worst of it.
Mm-mm. No. Like, sometimes that's a sign of love.
Oh, yeah. That's like, oh my gosh, she finally got the foreigner. She finally got what she wanted. Like, good for her.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Moving on to my second favorite subreddit. It's called Relationship Advice. And some of the things on there, you're kind of like, why are you complaining about this?
Yeah.
This one is called My 37 Male, Unemployed Wife, 35 Female. Won't do more house chores. Is this fair?
Okay. Won't do more house chores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Continue.
My wife and I have been together for
My
17
wife.
years,
Sorry.
married for 10. Are you okay?
Sorry, anytime someone says my wife, I have to say my wife. Or say it with like very nice. It's very nice.
Very nice.
I'm so sorry. I hope my audio glitched and you didn't get that. I'm so sorry.
My wife and I have been
My wife.
together for 17 years, married for 10. My wife started, my wife's startup went under a year ago and she hasn't bothered looking for a job since. I'm perfectly fine with her choosing not to work anymore, but I do think that the person who has more free time should do more chores. I work 3 12-hour shifts a week while she sits at home playing video games. She does occasionally clean the house, but that happens once every few months, while complaining that I'm not helping at all and that she wants to split the chores down the middle or alternate every week. I'd like her to cook more too, but that's been a fight. I think splitting cooking and cleaning responsibilities is unfair since I'm the only one working and have less time on my hands. She thinks everything needs to be a split since she's still paying half the bills. We keep separate finances. And the only way she'd take on all of the house chores is if I take over all of the bills. This isn't fair to me since she has significantly more money saved up than I do. It doesn't make sense to me that I should pay all the bills when I'll never reach how much she has in her savings. So who's right? Is it more fair to edit based on who has more time available or based on how the bills are being split? I want your thoughts on that, and then there is an edit. So I want your first initial thoughts, and then I want to tell you the edit.
Okay, can you ask me the question again? I was trying to process everything.
Who's right? Is it more fair to split chores based on who has more time available or based on how the bills are being split?
Ooh. That's a great question. Honestly, I think time available. Um, because yeah, when you come home from work, the last thing you want to do is like your dishes or your laundry. And it's like they should be split 50-50, but honestly, if he's working more and she's just playing video games, like most chores, if done daily, take 30 minutes max. And that's being generous. Like most of my chores take 10 minutes to do daily. Um, so I think they should be split on free time. Because if she's spending a lot of time on video games, I think she should maybe allot some of her time to chores. But IMO.
As someone who lives with someone who works significantly more than I do, makes significant more money, we don't believe in 50-50. We
Yeah.
believe in if he's going to take 70 of something, I need to take 70 of something, but we still have chores that he's responsible for and I'm not. Like, I refuse to do dishes in the dishwasher, but he does them. Just like he doesn't do, like, Hunter doesn't really cook. And not that he doesn't want to, but I like it. So I'm like, I'll do the cooking. I'll do this. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Or my garden. That's my new chore. Because he doesn't touch it. That's my garden. Guys, my garden is my favorite. Anyways, edit. So many people are obsessed with keeping score and latching on to my comments I made about how my wife paid off my student loans, car, and house. The wife paid off his student loans, car, and house.
Yeah.
To be clear, there was less than half to pay on my student loans. My car was a cheap Honda Civic, and the house is pretty modest. You are all acting like millions were spent. And if we're keeping score, what about how I supported her and let her live rent-free with me when we were in college? I worked a part-time job to support us, and she never worked all through school. The past is irrelevant because me and my wife aren't tallying everything up that we've done for each other. The fact is, right now, I'm working and she's not, and I'm fine with her never working again. So shouldn't the one not working do more chores?
Yes. I think so. Because that's like the same with like, there's a stay-at-home husband I follow on Instagram, and he's super cool because his wife will go out. She's the breadwinner. She does all this. And he stays at home and does like 85% of the chores. Granted, she still does some. Like, I don't think she should do,
Oh yeah,
like, girlfriend should do, or what is it, wife should
wife.
do all of the chores. Like, I think that's unfair. But maybe like she does 70% of them, he does 30, you know?
Mhm.
Um, it's just like when you're a stay-at-home partner, you shouldn't default to like being a veg all day. You know, it's like, yes, that there are some exceptions, like if you're really struggling with mental health, like you maybe had a death in the family or something like that, something that's really impactful. I could see you vegging around and like healing yourself, but it doesn't sound like the wife is doing that. Therefore, I think she should pick up some of the slack and like help around the house with the chores.
Reddit was 50-50. Some people were like no, some people were like yes. Because someone, there was a comment, I wish I saved it. I only saved one comment because I thought it was funny.
Mm,
And it wasn't for that story, it's for the next one. But
okay.
there was a comment that was like, oh, if she has all this saved up, like, if she wasn't with you, she wouldn't need to work again, so she'd be doing both. So it's like, if she doesn't want to do it, like, she could just kick you to the curb and she'd be fine still.
Mm.
I hope that made sense. And I probably did not do it justice for that
It,
comment, but it was basically like, she doesn't need him, so it's like,
yeah,
why is he complaining? Like, he should be lucky that he even has a wife who has all this money saved up in case he ever loses his job or something. Like,
real.
there should still be a 50-50 split.
True. Before we move on to the next story,
Go
Sammy
for it.
has been whining, and I think his stomach is upset. So it'll be good if I like take him outside real quick. Okay, I'm gonna see what pausing does.
Okay. Next
Next
story.
one.
My female 30 husband, male 32, has become indoctrinated by the carnivore diet. How do I get him to ease up on me and the kids?
Okay, I already have issues with this statement because as a gym bro myself, the carnivore diet, although now it's evolved. Now people are eating like fried eggs, steak, and guacamole, and I'm like,
I thought it was eggs,
fine.
butter, and steak.
That's what it
Oh, okay.
originally started as, and that's probably what this is referencing. But we'll see. Continue, please.
Hello, first time poster. Please forgive me if this is all over the place. I'm not very good at putting feelings into words. I've been married to my husband for 5 years. We have 2 kids together, 5 and 2. Recently, my husband started following a ton of people who are super into the carnivore diet, and he has decided that it is the best way to avoid any and all health issues. He completely believes all the random strangers that swear all of their alignments, my bad, ailments have disappeared. He believes any amount of sugar causes cancer, and I should no longer buy any food that has sugar or is processed. He doesn't even believe we need fruits or vegetables, but isn't trying to force me to stop buying those for me and the kids, although he did hand an apple to one of the kids and said, "Here's your sugar ball." I understand that processed food and sugar shouldn't be a majority of your diet, and I do limit the snacking, but it's not enough. We have had several fights about this, and he will not back down. I've tried to explain moderation, and a cookie a day is not going to cause our children to get cancer or be obese. He won't listen to doctors who don't agree with carnivore, and he won't listen to licensed nutritionists. It's getting hard to live with these constant arguments. Does anyone have any advice?
Huh. Okay. Um, I can see how, like, as a family, you want to do a diet, but kids don't, like, they need protein, but not the amount an adult who's trying to be a Chad does, if that makes sense. Um, I'm trying to walk very carefully around my words now that I am a certified exercise physiologist because there are legalities behind it. Um, I don't know. I think handing a kid an apple and saying, "Here's your sugar bomb," that's a little ridiculous. Is that what it was? An
Mm-hmm.
apple? An
Apple.
orange? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
an apple. I think that's ridiculous. This is going to form eating habits, or not eating habits, disordered eating habits in the future, for those kids, because they're going to associate good and bad foods, which is what, like, it's very Gen Z parenting of me to say, but you as a parent want to avoid saying this is good and this is bad. When you are labeling apples as bad, that's an issue. Apples do have sugar in them. They have natural sugar, they have fructose, um, and that's in most fruit. And they also have fiber and vitamins and all of this thing. An apple is not necessarily bad for you in moderation, right? So, like, I can see how he doesn't want to give his kid like a Tootsie Roll and a lollipop every day. Fine, that's different. But you are labeling fruit something that is not processed, something that helps, like fiber helps your body flush poop out of you, which the more fiber you have, the less likely you are to have colon cancer, and stomach ulcers. So, like, there's that. So I'm like, you're speaking against yourself. And then also with the carnivore diet, there's not a whole lot of like fruits and vegetables, as T probably said, which is what kids need to grow. They need those vitamins. And there's also a lot of, I don't know how to say this in like layman's terms, but there's a lot of, we'll call them vitamins, and materials in fruits and vegetables that actually help digest meats and proteins better. So it works one and the same. You need both. So the fact that he's pushing this carnivore diet on his children is probably harming them. Um, I don't think OP is an asshat or an asshole at all. I think the dad who's pressuring this onto the kids is an asshole. You know, like you can do partner diet, whatever, but that needs to be a conversation. This can't be dad decides his way or the highway. You know, it has to be a partner conversation. Um, and I think you also need to research it because it doesn't sound like he's researched it all that much. And if he is researching it, he's going to the people that agree with him and not those who are right and disagreeing with him. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I saved a couple of these comments because I thought, not that they were funny, but I was like, yeah, no, this is, yeah. The first one says, this man is going to give your children eating disorders. The next one says,
Yes.
100% calling an apple a sugar bomb, for fuck's sake. And then the last one says, yeah, I'm afraid calling an apple a sugar bomb means he might be too deep into the brain rot to be rescued.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, an apple is not a sugar bomb. A caramel apple, okay, maybe. But a regular apple? Apple is good. Sorry. My echolalia is really popping off right now.
Next we have True Off My Chest, which is just people just stating things that they need to tell. We have 3
Okay.
short stories there, and then we have the big one that is one of my favorite Reddit stories ever. Okay, the first one says, my 6-year-old told his class he is the coolest mom in the world because I bake cookies, fix his toys, and make the monsters go away. He drew a picture of me in a cape and taped it to our fridge. What he doesn't know is I cry in the shower almost every morning, that I rehearse how to sound cheerful before picking him up, that I skip meals so I can afford his lunch snacks. I left an abusive relationship 14 months ago with nothing but 2 suitcases and a toddler. I work nights cleaning offices and spend my days trying to be everything he needs. Sometimes I feel like I'm barely holding it together, like if I blink too long I'll fall apart. But then he hugs me, tells me I'm brave, and suddenly I have to be, even if I don't feel like it.
These are just her thoughts.
She's just
Okay,
She
I
just
thought.
needed. So True Off My Chest isn't like Am I the Asshole, where it's like I need advice. Sometimes I'll ask for advice, but 9 times out of 10, it's just
Okay.
people just being like, I need to tell someone this, so I'm gonna tell a bunch
Okay.
of strangers.
Okay, I was TBH half listening because I'm currently working on a junk journal
I
right
love my
now,
junk journal.
and so I'm just about to start one, and I'm so excited because I've seen them all over Reels, and so I found all these stickers that my sister gave to me. Like this is a custom sticker, And so I've just been like decorating it and stuff, and also going through my grad cards to see if I need to write anyone a thank you note. Um, I digress. So that's why I was like, wait a minute, how is she the asshole? But I think her feeling like that is so real and valid, and I feel like it's a very common story among moms of like, I struggle so much. I'm breaking down every night. But the fact that her child is seeing her as a superhero is like, clearly she's doing so many things right for her child. Because at the end of the day, the child has no perspective on what's rich, what's poor yet. Like, this seems like a little young of a guy to have that perspective. Like, granted, if he was like in eighth grade, I could
6
understand.
is
Like,
how old he is, so.
yeah, so first kinder, end of kinder, beginning of first grade. Um, so he really doesn't have that perspective. He's just seeing his mom as this beautiful, wonderful human being. And I think like she is so real for kind of like hiding her emotions from her kid. Like, of course, he might find out this. Like, if he was 13, he'd be like, why is my mom crying in the shower? Like, he might be a little more aware of these things. But right now, her kid is young. She is crushing it. The fact that she got away from an abusive relationship, go mom. She's starting from nothing and building her own life. I think that is, it's really difficult to do, but honestly, so powerful of her. Um, so I think she's crushing it. I just want to like reach through Reddit and give her a hug and tell her you're doing great. Um, that's my thoughts on that. I could go on and on.
I love that. Okay, next one is called, or it says, I pretend my face still unlocks my mom's phone. Me.
Wait, I pretend my face
Mm-hmm.
still unlocks my mom's phone. So it doesn't, but
Mm-hmm. You'll see why.
okay. Okay.
Me, 24 female, and my mom, 53 female, always got comments that we look so much like each other. The thing is, my mom's on the heavier side due to some serious medical issues. She can't normally exercise, and believe me, she's put in real effort to try to keep her weight down. But the sad reality is she can't do much in her current situation. Well, about 2 years ago, I was at my worst weight wise. I could blame it on a number of factors, but mostly I was just lazy. That's when I noticed my face could unlock my mom's phone. I mentioned it to my mom, and she seemed kinda happy, and I left it at that. Well, I started to lose weight because I wanted to feel better, and I've been a little over a year on a diet and exercise regime, and my mom was very happy for me complimenting my appearance, and Oliver was just happy. That's when I realized my phone or her phone stopped unlocking when I put my face in front of it. I felt bad, and now I quickly type her password before she sees me, and I just smile and say it unlocked again whenever she's feeling down. It's stupid and I feel bad lying, but she loves being compared to me, and I just want her to feel better.
Hmm. That's an interesting one. Um, I mean, ignorance is
Yeah.
bliss.
It's not hurting
Like,
anyone.
yeah, and I don't think like even if the mom found out, she'd be like, "Oh, like that kind of sucks." But like at the end of the day, it's there's really nothing at stake, and I think it's pretty harmless. I think it's very sweet that the daughter's continuing to um, do this for her mom. Um, I don't know. I almost want to say it's kind of a jerk move because it's uh, like going behind the mom's back, but like the daughter's working hard at the gym to get fit, and like it is unfortunate that the mom has a medical issue causing her to gain weight. Um, but people are people, and I think it's sweet that like the daughter isn't making a big deal of like I can't unlock her your phone, and she sees that it makes her mom feel better, and therefore she's continuing to do it. I don't think there's any real risk in it. I think it's kind of sweet.
I think it'd be bad if she made it a big deal. But I feel
Yes.
like just like, yeah, a little lie here. Like, sorry, Dad. I definitely lie about some things that I still am into, even though I'm not, just because I know it makes my parents happy to be like, to know that, oh, we got you
Yep.
this because you were into it like 4 years ago. I'm like, yeah, definitely. Like, I still like that for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And it's like, It's just easier to do that than to have them try and
Mm-hmm.
remember something new.
Okay. Last one for True Off My Chest is my brother got married. My younger brother got married last weekend. I wasn't invited. We haven't
Oh.
spoken in 4 years. A stupid fight about will our parents' will that spiraled into silence. I tried to reach out twice, both times I was shut down. I found out he got married through my cousin's Instagram story. They looked happy, radiant. My mom was there, my dad too. Even our childhood neighbor, but not me. We grew up sharing bunk beds, we built Lego cities together, we snuck out to see movies and lied about it later. We were best friends, and now I'm a ghost in his life. I don't want to ruin anything for him. I'm glad he's happy, but damn, it hurts more than I expected.
Hmm. I think, yeah, it would hurt too if my brother didn't invite me to his wedding, but like, I don't know. We also don't talk a whole lot, so I can see, like, I don't know. Getting in a fight over, what was it, the will? Um, and the parents are still alive, like, changes can be made to a will. So, like, you don't know if something's going to change. And also, like, why didn't, like, OP reach out to the brother? Like, maybe after 2 years and be like, hey, why are we not
He said he
talking?
reached out twice, but it was always met with him being shut down. So like the younger brother was probably like,
Oh,
I don't want to talk to you, or didn't say anything.
okay. Then I think this is on the younger brother. Um, I think that's a dick move to honestly, like, if older brother is coming at you with an olive branch and younger brother's like, go away, fuck you, that's a jerk move. Um, and it sucks it is that way, but like, if people don't want you in your life, like, regardless of your connection, whether you're friends, whether you're neighbors, whether you're siblings, like twins, you don't, like, they don't have to have you in their lives. And I think that's a really hard truth people need to learn. Um, and it's just like, it sucks that it's like you feel so strongly towards your younger brother, but your younger brother doesn't feel so strongly about you. Um, and just because your family doesn't mean you're going to get an invite to a wedding. It's it is a sticky situation. And I can see how older brother is hurting from it, and his feelings are hurt and they're so valid. But also, like, I wouldn't be shocked if one of my brothers didn't invite me to his wedding because, like, we're not that close. Like, it would still hurt me, but I'd be like, I saw it coming. Like, we've never been besties. Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in a circle and I can't really put my thumb on this one. But I think both little brother and older brother are valid in their own ways.
I get it. I put that one in there because I read that. It happened recently. It was like a more recent Reddit thing. And I
Ah,
read it and I was like, oh yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I'm sure that's how, sorry, Hunter, how his dad will feel because I'm still like, I don't know if I want that. Sorry, I forgot that was right there. I don't know if I want that man at my wedding yet. He extended the olive branch, but I don't want it.
yep.
That's a lie. You know what I
Real.
mean. I've talked so much
Oh,
about him
yeah.
on this podcast. Get him on, Michael. Okay, the last one is my favorite Reddit story of all time. It's
Okay.
from Best of Redditor Updates, so they'll compile the whole update for you.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's titled, but I saw it on a Smosh episode, and I've gone back to read it several times when I feel sad because it's genuinely very heartwarming. Okay,
Okay. I'm very excited to hear this. Sorry, I'm looking for my
you're
tweezers
good.
right now and I cannot
Okay,
find them.
I'm a single dad to my son, Oliver, 10 male. He he's with me most of the time and sees his mom every other weekend. He's an awesome kid, creative, full of energy, and he's got his own sense of style that's pretty unique. He loves bright colors, nail polish, and clothes that some people might think are more girly. If I'm honest, I think Oliver might be gay, and I'm totally cool with that. I've always made it clear that whoever he turns out to be, I'll support him 100%. Because of how he dresses and acts, Oliver's had a really tough time with other kids. He got bullied so badly at his old school that I ended up pulling him out and homeschooling him. The school wasn't helpful at all, and it was heartbreaking to see him go through that. He struggled to make friends, and it kills me to see him feel so alone. Now he's starting back at school in September, and he's really excited about it. But recently we were at a cousin's birthday party and Oliver wore his favorite jacket, which is a bright pink sparkly one that he loves. Some of the other kids started picking on him, saying he looked gay. I stepped in, got the kids to apologize, but it ruined the day for Oliver. I'm worried about how things will go when he's back at school. I've been thinking about whether I should talk to Oliver about maybe toning it down a bit, especially when he's around new people. Not because I want him to change who he is, but I hate seeing him get hurt like that and feel like an outcast. I don't want him to feel like he has to hide who he is, but I also don't want him to get picked on or excluded because of it. But then I feel like I'm a complete asshole for even thinking this. I don't want him to think I'm ashamed of him or that he has to conform to be accepted. I want him to feel free to be himself, and I'm also scared he's going to be hurt by others who don't get it. So would I be the asshole if I talked to Oliver and maybe being a bit more low-key with his style?
Ooh. This is such an interesting one. One, this kid needs to get in the theater department. They'll accept him right
100%.
away. That was my entire process. I was like, he just needs to make friends and get in that theater group or like band, whatever it is, the slightly gay ones. Um, as a former theater and band kid, I can
I can
attest.
also attest. It's just funny.
um, I don't think that dad is an asshole for having these feelings. I think they're valid and they're very like parental. Um, and I don't know. I think it's valid of the dad being like, I don't want to see my kid get hurt. I don't want to hear about my kid getting hurt, or I don't want my kid to have a hard time because they don't fit in, quote unquote, with everyone else. Um, I don't think being like, hey, kiddo, tone it down. I think maybe like, hey, kid, you might experience discrimination, exclusion, bullying. How can we prepare you for that? Can we practice saying things like response is what you would say? Can we find safe adults at the school that you trust to go to if you are having issues? Um, can we find groups that you fit in with, safe people? How can we kind of remedy the bullying, you know? Because, like, I don't think it's like, I don't know. I don't, like, my initial instinct is like, don't tell a kid to dimmer their shine. But at the same time, like, for their safety, I don't know. I think there are ways to remedy it and go about it and maybe talk to school staff being like, hey, my kid was bullied. Is there any way we can have like more supervision at lunch, like in this area or whatever it is? Like, there are things to do that still allow your kid to be your kid, you
Mhm.
know? I don't know. What were your thoughts on this?
Um, I when I first listened to this, I was like, I don't think he'd be the asshole, just because like I can understand. Like I always try to put myself in that person's shoes,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, okay, if I'm
Yeah.
in his shoes, I get it. Like if your kid is being severely bullied, you don't want them to change who they are, but they do need to understand like, hey, it sounds bad to be like they do need to understand the implications of their actions, but it's like they need to understand like, hey, if you're going to be so outward about this, I need you to know this is going to happen and people aren't going to like it.
Yeah.
I like it, and I know you like it, but other people might not like it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to change it, but you need to know, you need to be aware that not everyone's going to like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the conversation that needs to be had rather than like dimming your shine. Because then, like, after presenting the kid with this knowledge of like, hey, you might get called out, people don't like this, then the kid can decide whether or not they want to tone their fashion back or something like that.
In the comments, there was like a whole little thing where he mentions that Oliver has a play date, and then there's an update. It says,
Yay.
hey, I just wanted to hop on and give a small update about Oliver's play date over the weekend. Firstly, when Oliver was getting ready, he wanted to wear all of his flamboyant clothes. He asked me if I thought it was a good idea. His friend had seen him in his jacket, but he was a little too worried about how he would react to the full Oliver. I told him to wear whatever he wanted, and if his friends If his friend was worthy of being friends, they would accept him for exactly how he is. This made Oliver smile.
Period.
He wore his full Oliver outfit, and when we were walking in, I could feel Oliver get a bit nervous. He was bullied so much at his last school for how he was, so I understood why. I held his hand tight and gave it 2 squeezes. This means I love you, something I learned to teach him from Reddit, actually. His friend's dad was with him and looked at Oliver and gave him a curious look, but apart from that, it was fine. The boy said he loved Oliver's clothes. They spent about 4 hours playing, and we ended up eating together. On the way home, I told Oliver how proud of the little man he is, or how proud I am of the little man he is. I am so proud that he is willing to be himself and so brave despite getting backlash. I love him so much. This is the final update on this account. I don't know if you'll ever read these posts, Oliver, but maybe in a few years when you're older we can laugh about how worried I was about you. Your dad is so proud of you. I think you are the most amazing person in the whole world, and even that when you drive me nuts, I am so lucky I get to be your father. I am so lucky you're in my life. I love you.
Ah, BRB crying.
You see now why I said it was so wholesome and so sweet?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy it went well. I can definitely understand there were nerves, but like, yay! I think that line of like, if he's truly your friend, like he really won't care or he'll just support you. I think that is so true. And like something I didn't learn till way too late in life, you know? Yay.
When I watched that on Smosh, it was Shane, for those Smosh people, obviously our audience is Smosh people. Why wouldn't they be? It was Shane, Tommy, and Damien, and it was funny because it cut to Shane reading that last bit, and then it cut to the couch, and they're just sobbing. Like, it was 3 grown men sobbing in a room while reading Reddit, basically. But it was so funny because you cut to the couch, and they are both just in tears.
Aw. I freaking love Smosh. Ever since we did our little Smosh podcast. Did I tell you all this already? I can't remember.
You told me, but you told me that you have started getting really into them, and I said, good, join the cult. That was about the extent of it.
Yes. I am, especially anything with Angela.
Well, if you like Angela Giordana, boy, do I have a musical for you. Do you know Star Kid?
Yes, you've told me about Star Kid. It was your obsession one time.
Was it?
They're on roller skates? Oh no, that's Starlight Express.
Star Kid is a musical theater group. They did the Harry Potter musical. They did a Cinderella story. My friend, shout out Lauren, my best friend from high school, she has been talking nonstop about this musical, and I was like, what is this musical? Tell me. I want to know. I want to be part of the group. She told me about it. Her online friend also told me about it, and I was like, okay, I'll look into it. Such a good musical. So good. Got me back in my theater kid days. Angela is a main character in it. She's so funny. There is a pro shot version on YouTube. It's called Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Strongly recommend. It's so funny. She plays Grace Chastity, who's a very Christian girl. It is so funny. Like, she's hilarious. I know, you're like, Angela, Christian girl. She plays it so well. It's so funny. Strongly recommend.
Okay, bet.
Anyways, what's your advice for starting a podcast with one of your bestest friends in college? That's literally what I wrote. And then I was like, oh no, what if Sierra doesn't think we're bestest friends? Because we're not like, no offense, we're not like best friends. Because like, I feel like we both have so many best friends, but we're like bestest, you know?
I definitely think we're bestest. Because like, I feel like whoever was with me after my surgery for the first week when I was a wreck, I consider a very good friend because I was not in good shape then.
I've seen you at your worst. I've seen you at your best.
Truly. And we've been to the ER
Several
together.
times.
So yes. So I think that makes us pretty close friends. I don't know what considers a best friend. What is a best friend? Because like I say like my best friends from college or my best friends from middle school. Because like my best friends from middle school, I've been friends with for 12 years.
I feel like if you would consider them to be your maid of honor in your wedding, they are a best friend. And not that I wouldn't consider you, I just feel like there's people who I would consider first. If Like, not to be,
Yeah.
like, rude, but, like, Lauren, I consider Lauren. Or, like, my sister. Like, my sister's one of my best friends. So it's, like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
a best friend is, like, would you consider them to be your maid of honor? And then, like, a bestest or a good friend is, like, would you consider them to be in your bridal party? And 100%, I hope you know you're already in it. So,
Yay! God. I think I would cry if I wasn't TH.
don't worry,
Um,
you'll be great.
okay, good. Um, but anyways,
Advice for starting a
starting a
podcast with your
podcast
bestest friend.
with your bestest friend. Just do it. I think that's what it boiled down to for us. Um, and sorry, I'm trying to place these three stickers, but they're all slightly too big, and I refuse to accept it. Anyways, um, just do it. I think that's what we did. What were we doing? We were hanging
We,
out or something like
was it when we built your futon?
that.
No.
No, it
We
was
went to
before
do
that.
something. We went to Target, and then I made a joke. We had a plan of having dinner together, because that's why we made pasta in the first place. And
Yeah.
then, as you were making it, you were like, I've always had this thought of having a podcast called Penne for your thoughts. And I went, that's so good. And then we just started riffing about something. And I just went, we should start a podcast. And you went, do you want to? And I went, sure.
I it was when we were shooting stuff for like the short film that hasn't seen the light of day for
I
us.
don't know who
Or
has
like
that.
not the short film, my
Oh,
music
I
video.
was like, what are you talking about?
Um,
Oh, yeah. But
the
I remember because
music
we were
video.
at Target to get something. You were like, I need to go to Target. And I was like, yeah. And so we bought stuff to make dinner. Because you were like, do you want to just have dinner? And I said, sure.
I don't think it was the night we bought the futon because the futon was at like 8
I was
o'clock.
like, I just remember they all coincided within a week of each other. We started a podcast and
Yeah,
then
they
built the
really did.
futon. So,
Yes. Damn. Crazy. But I'd say just do it. Like, we don't have a following. We didn't have a following.
we still don't.
And now we have
Dad,
a follower. Shout out Rico.
or day
And I
one.
think my mom listens.
Shout out, what's your
Yeah.
mom's name? Lisa? Shout out,
Lisa,
Lisa.
yeah. I think she listens. I don't know. But just do it. Like Nike said, just
I
do
feel like the
it.
podcast at this point is more just for us. Like, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if we, like, grow or if we actually make it a thing. It's just fun to do.
And it is. And now that we're both like, I almost said we're both in two different states. We're in two different parts of the state. And we don't get to see each other a whole lot. I think it's fun.
It
And
forces us to be social.
It does. With each other nonetheless. And it like, I don't know, gives me something excited to look forward to and plan.
What's your
Um,
obsession?
Okay, so I hinted at this at the beginning of the pod, but my obsession is helping friends move, um, for a few reasons. So today I was helping one of our. Would you consider him a friend? Is he a friend to you?
He's
An
like an annoying
acquaintance?
little brother, but yeah, I guess I count him as a friend.
Yeah.
I think I've talked to him 3 times, so I guess I count him as a friend.
Yeah, we used to go to hockey together.
Exactly.
Um, he is moving, and I also had 2 other friends who were moving 2 weeks ago, and going to help them is like I've never felt more like an adult helping my friends move. And so it's a very interesting feeling. And today I left his apartment with about $40 of beer, which is now in my fridge. Which is another thing I'm obsessed with is when you help your friends move, they like to get rid of stuff. And that stuff comes to me. So I have beer. What else did he give me? He gave me like soda, a bunch of drinks from him. And then my other 2 friends, they gave me like a lamp, a beach towel, like $100 of printer paper, binder paper, staplers that I'm going to put in my office. And so like, I'm like, I'm going to use this because it's perfect. So now I don't have to like shop and they don't have to contribute to landfills. So that's my obsession is having friends who move and help friends who move because it feels good and you get shit. So that's what I'm obsessed with. And I'm going back tomorrow to help him finish cleaning because his roommate is out of town and his girlfriend is out of the state. So he's a mess. So I was like, I didn't give him an option to not allow me to come over. I was like, so you need help? And he was like, yeah, it's really stressing me out, but it's fine. I'll get it done. And I was like, you need to be out of here in 2 days. What time do you wake up? And he's like, 9. And I was like, great, I'll be there at 11. So that's what's happening. So help your friends move. You feel like an adult. But what's your obsession for the week, Emma?
Okay. Mine has a minor backstory.
Okay.
And also, oddly enough, ties into the quiz we took, so I did, I guess, pick it for a reason, but I didn't realize it.
Unintentionally.
Yeah. So I have OCD. And from OCD, I have weird compulsions, and if I need, like, sometimes my brain will not let me move on unless I do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the preamble for this. I went to go see Thunderbolts, the new Marvel movie, okay? 2 of the characters have Russian accents. I can't do a Russian accent for the life of me, but I attempted as like a joke, and I was jokingly saying Thunderbolts, and it has now become a vocal stim that I do constantly. But the obsession comes in, and Hunter told me I had to say this. The obsession that comes in is if he says it, my OCD says you have to say it or you will die. Like, it has become now a like compulsion thing. So around our house, sometimes if he can't find me, our apartment's small, but sometimes if he can't find me, he'll shout Thunderbolt. Let me do it. Hold on. He goes Thunderbolts like that, and he'll hear me from like the bedroom say it because I have to say it. It's like Marco Polo. He plays a weird game. We play a weird game of Marco Polo sometimes where he'll say Thunderbolts, and I have to respond with Thunderbolts because it's just my brain is like, you have to say the word, you have to say the phrase. So that's my obsession, because I literally cannot be obsessed with anything else when that's all I say. Oh my gosh, speaking of Hunter, he's coming through my door right now.
Hi, Hunter.
Sierra says hi. We're finishing up. Or we have a lock where you put a pin in, and so I can hear him when he comes in.
I heard it.
Oops. Do you want to come say hi?
It's loud.
I didn't realize how loud it was. My microphone's also very sensitive.
That's okay. Aw.
See? It's become a call and response we have now. Anyways, that's my obsession.
That's all we have for today.
I think so.
Right? Okay.
Here, don't worry. I got
it. Oh, okay. As I just took a big inhale to wind up for it.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I got it. Well,
Okay.
Hunter, can you wait till I'm done? Sorry. I heard him and I was like, I can't focus. Anyways, well, everybody, thanks for tuning in to your favorite podcast this side of the Midwest. I'm your host, Guy Fieri. That's Gordon Ramsay. And with that,
are we on the Midwest?
We're on this side of the Midwest.
We're on this side of the East Coast. That's what do you mean?
It's funny. Anyways, follow us on Instagram at pennyforyourpod _ after every word. On YouTube.
That's not what it is.
I know it's pennypod official with underscores after every word.
There you go. Penny for your pod.
Penny for your thoughts on YouTube.
Tattooed.
Yeah, and I don't know. Comment if you listen to the whole episode. Comment your favorite. Oh, I just got a text from my dad. Comment your favorite emoji. And with that, pasta la vista.
Pasta la